All right, good afternoon, everybody. How are you guys doing? Good. All right, welcome all to the newest addition to Rye Neck, our parking lot and bike and walk path. I want to thank all those who have joined us today, including LMC Media, for helping us to commemorate this ceremony. We have trustees from our Rye Neck Board of Education. We have representatives from our community groups. We have representatives from our local police. And we have representatives from our engineers and architects, our construction partners. And then certainly we all have, we have our administration, faculty, staff, and of course our students joining us today. All right, you can clap for that. Yeah. This is, all right. All right, already this is the most exciting parking lot you'll ever get. So we really have to thank the middle school gymnasium and the Collaborative Science Center for this new area. Why? I'm glad you asked, thank you. Our community passed a bond to build both of those structures in 2018, but in the planning phase, we realized that we had to dedicate space for construction materials and parking for the construction crew. The big, ugly gravel parking lot was thus born. But as those projects closed, we realized two things. First, the extra parking we gained was valuable, especially on this campus, locked in by wetlands. Second, the gravel parking lot erased our pedestrian and bike path and kept commuting students close to traffic where we didn't want them. This new area is practical because it gives us 32 much-needed parking spots. It's safe because it has a wide, smooth pathway that allows students to walk and bike away from car traffic, and it looks great. This area behind me is a bioretention basin designed to manage stormwater in light of the wetlands that are off to my right. More native plants are going to be added to that, and we have replaced trees along the perimeter. Still to come are light posts, some of which will have security cameras, and a new bike rack across from the rear middle school entrance. An annual tradition is for our 6th and 12th graders to link up for Buddy Day. So they are our special guests today. Many of our 6th graders especially have been using this new bike path. So as gifts, we have given them strobe reflectors for their bicycles. And to our senior class, you're standing on your gift. The lot opens for senior parking starting Monday, so congratulations. So before we slice the ribbon, I want to introduce Rye Neck parent and representative for our Safe Routes to School group, Ms. Christy Young.
Thank you, Dr. Latinsky. The Rye Police presence, you 6th and 12th graders, happy Buddy Day. Thanks for coming. You should be proud of your new pathway and your parking. While it might not be apparent at first glance, like Dr. Latinsky said, there are many, many considerations that have been made about this parking and pathway in advance. It's a hopeful sign for your future. Because under this construction are environmental considerations for drainage and accommodations for your natural landscaping that will only help support your environment along the school and the wetlands. Good planning, when done well, looks seamless. But in reality, a great deal of work went on over years to do this. But the great news is it's really all about you, as he said. We work together to help make sure that you have the best opportunity for education and a safe community to live in. That said, there is always room for improvements, and this pathway and parking lot is a great start, but as a community, we need to consider the safety of all of our students as they commute to and from school. We're a really small district, and walking and biking is an excellent option for you. There are a few places I know of that all the students live within a 2-mile radius of your school. This is a unique chance to encourage more students to get out in the fresh air, get some exercise, be in nature, and wake up your brain before you have to get to your first class. And then also when you go home after your very long day of schoolwork. My name is Christy Young, and I'm here today representing Safe Routes to School for Rye Neck. We are a volunteer group of parents who are working together to look at our community as a whole for safe commuting. Our national group focuses on the 3 E's: education, engineering for improvement, and enforcement. In education, we are proud to be a community partner with Rye Neck School District. And through Rye Neck, we want to promote and remind people that walking and biking are really your best options. Safe Routes also supports engineering improvements by working with the Village of Mamaroneck through the Traffic and Safety Commission. We work to document areas that you think are in need of improvement and work towards a comprehensive planning for developing upgrades to our environment, to our roadways, to our crosswalks, prioritizing your schools. For enforcement, we also work with the Village Police Department to ensure that our crossing guards are supportive and effective. They all look out for you every single day. We fully encourage their message of safe and legal road practices in two very simple ways. The number one, most important for bikers, just wear your helmet. It is so easy to do and makes such a big difference. And for 6th graders, it's the law. For 12th graders, it's a good choice. For walkers, your number one most important thing to do is look up. Get out of your phone before you cross the street, especially if you're wearing headphones. You can never assume that a driver in a car sees you. Always check first. One of the challenges that Safe Routes is taking on is primarily Boston Post Road, and in 2 years, it's slated to be repaved. Safe Routes to School is working with our elected officials in the Department of Transportation for New York State to promote considerations for you as walkers and bikers. We have a Safe Streets for All grant to help craft a complete streets approach for this resurfacing. And what this means is we're not just redoing what we have, but we're actually making improvements to our walking and biking for students to get to school safer. This project could include a dedicated bike lane, but it will not happen unless we all work together, and we must coordinate our efforts. We want people to know it can be safer and easier to get to school. Your focus really should be about your education, and we'll be working on your safety. There's a great deal of work and planning behind all of these scenes to make actual improvements happen, and this project is a fantastic start. We are committed to the long road ahead, and that is a pun. But know this, we will do everything in our power to continue to work for you. Next week is Walk and Bike to School Week. I challenge you to challenge yourself. If you're not already getting out on your feet or on your wheels and on your bikes and on your scooters and getting to school, then next week is the perfect opportunity. Thank you.